A very good evening. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. And first up, in a shocking incident, a man has been arrested for allegedly threatening to rape his own daughters. The man has been identified as 38-year-old Ramesh. A complaint has been filed against him at the Biatrayanapura police station. The family alleges that the man has been pestering them and threatening them for a long time now. Fearing that her husband might actually rape them, the mother has now gone ahead and filed a complaint at the Biatrayanapura police. In fact, a complaint has been filed, but we understand that 38-year-old Ramesh has gone absconding soon after the incident. We are, of course, awaiting more details on the investigations front, but finally, the brave family standing up to this monster father and taking action. My colleague Verghese now joins us live from the newsroom with more details. Verghese, an absolute shocker coming to light. If you could take us through exactly what took place with these daughters.
Well, what happened is that we should understand there was a family fight that was happening between the mother and the father. And this father, the monster father we should refer to, Ramesh Kuti, was in fact not doing the needful duties as that a father should do. And he never contributed to the family's financial situation. It was the mother who was trying to raise money to meet ends meet for this particular family. In fact, this particular couple has got 3 children. One is an 18-year-old boy and these 2 twin daughters who are aged 15. Now, all their expenses was on the mother. So the mother used to constantly, censure the father with regards to the responsibilities that he was supposed to take. But that is something that did not go down well with the father. Now, this person, Ramesh Kuti, has been angry with his wife whenever she approached him with regards to contributing to the family's financial well-being. And this person does not have a clean background as such. There have been 4 to 5 cases against him. There have been, he's been having numerous affairs also, and on top of it, there's been incidents where he's been told. In fact, there are people in the market where he's well known in Biatrayanapura who have said that he's also engaged in illegal narcotic trade. So his background also was not quite good. But this mother kept taking every thing as a sacrifice. And what happened is, once she got really angry with the factor that he was not taking care of the family, and she in fact asked him to do something about it. That is when he got angry. What he tried to do was to take revenge on the mother through his daughters, and that is the situation that crept in, where these twins, in fact, they were brought when the mother was not there. The mother leaves early in the morning. She's got a market she's a vegetable vendor. She's got to attend to her business. Otherwise, her family will not be able to make ends meet. So she went to the market, and she spent a lot of time there. So it was one of those days when he knew that his wife would be coming late late back to his house. So that is when he called his 2 daughters who had gone to school when she was not there, and then he in fact tried to force himself upon these 2 children. And that is when the children started to scream, and the neighbors were alerted about it. And some of the neighbors found that they knew about the commotion that used to happen in the house, but when they heard the cries and pleas of the daughters, they interfered, and that is when they decided that something has to be done about this. The mother was informed about it, and because these 2 daughters of his resisted the attempt on them, that is when this person in fact left the house immediately. Now, there is also information coming from the police that this person has in fact shaved off his mustache so that people do not recognize him as such. So he's in fact gone absconding, knowing that the kind of thing he tried to do was actually bad. Now, the mother had to muster the courage, because she has come to the realization that unless something is done, the lives of her daughters are at stake, because this person tried to pull them into the bedroom, and they started resisting, and they started to kick him, and they in fact started screaming. That is what helped the neighbors come to their rescue. And later some organizations came to their help, and they said, if you don't file the complaint today, that the lives of their daughters will be at stake, their dignity will be at stake because of their own father. So that is when they decided to come to Biatrayanapura today and file a complaint against him. Some of the sections that have been taken into consideration are especially because these 2 daughters are minors. Some of the sections that they've been able to file under is under the stringent POSCO Act. We have Section 18 of it that has been filed against him. Then the IPC sections have also been slapped against him according to Section 498A, 323, 354, 506B and 504. Now this has been an FIR copy has also been given to the family, and so the police have also immediately taken cognizance of this. Once we went to the police station is when we understood that this person does not have a clean background. In fact, the police know about the different cases that he's actually involved in, and so clearly not a good gentleman out of there, but it came as a shocker because it happened only in the last 1 week that these daughters were in fact being targeted by their own father, Akshita.
Right, Varghese, thank you so much for joining us with all those details.
ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಅವರ್ ಬರಂಗ್ ನೀವು ಬನ್ರಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಅಂತ ಕೈ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ. ನಾ ಬರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ. ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಚಾಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದಾರ ದೊಡ್ಡದು. ನೀನ್ ಬಾ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹಂಗಿಂಗಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು.
ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಬೆಡ್ರೂಮ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾನು ಕೆಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಈಚೆ ಕುಂದಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೀಗ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿಗೂ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿನ್ಗೂ ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಭಯ ದಿಗ್ಲು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಚಾಕಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು.
Moving on, it's one rape shocker after the other. In what seems like deja vu, a school in Tamil Nadu has been accused of hushing up a rape incident that took place in its premises. The people you see on your screens are concerned parents, gathered outside the St. Teresa's Girls' High School protesting against the authorities. Yes, it looks quite like the Vibgyor High incident yet again. The reason the parents are protesting is because a class 12 girl was allegedly raped and murdered in the school premises. Here's what happened in this school in Pallavaram in Kanchipuram. The 16-year-old victim was a student of St. Teresa's Girls' High School and was staying in the attached hostel. The victim was an orphan, and so the school was her life. However, something dreadful happened to the young girl. It is understood that either on Wednesday or Thursday, the victim was allegedly raped and murdered by one of the school workers. The teachers were out on an excursion, and so nobody even knew something horrific had taken place. On Thursday, the victim didn't turn up for classes, but nobody suspected that she was murdered. It was only when one of the students entered the hostel restroom that they realized that the victim was no more. The girl saw a pool of blood in the restroom and immediately informed the school authorities. And the school allegedly cleaned up the entire place and did not utter a word to anyone. No action was taken against the accused, who hailed from North Karnataka. Meanwhile, the school, afraid that people would find out what happened, refused to let anyone inside the campus. Despite it being a long weekend, the students were not allowed to go home, and that's when the parents smelt something fishy. They started gathering outside the school yesterday and demanded that the principal meet them, but the principal avoided them all and tried to shoo them away. However, the locals soon briefed the parents about the rumors doing the rounds of a schoolgirl being murdered, and that's when the police were also brought in. The parents refused to leave and finally barged into the school. They demanded answers from the principal, who meekly replied that no such incident had taken place. The police are now investigating the case to find out what exactly is the truth. Was a girl indeed raped and murdered, or is the school telling the truth? If the victim wasn't killed, then where is she? So many questions, but no apparent answers. Ramesh, News9, Chennai. And after Bengaluru and Tamil Nadu, a case of sexual harassment has been reported from Namma CM Zone District, Mysore.
This is Lingarajamma, a resident of Bilugali village in Mysore district. She is the president of Suttur Gram Panchayat. Allegedly, Lingarajamma was sexually harassed by a villager named Siddharaju. A complaint of sexual harassment was filed against Siddharaju in Badanavalli police station. According to Lingarajamma, the incident took place when she was on her way to the common restroom near her house. She stated that it was at that moment when Siddharaju molested her and tried to rape her.
7:45 ನಾನು ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಇದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವನು ನಾನು ಕೂತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗನೆ ಬಂದ. ಅವನು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದ್ನ. ಯಾಕಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗನೇ, ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಚಪ್ಪಲು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಡ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋನ್ಕ ಬಂದು ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಓಡ್ ಬರೋ ಅಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರೋ ಗಂಟ ಅವನು ನಾನು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರೋ ಗಂಟ ಪುನಃ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ಕತ್ನಿ, ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡಿ ಕಕ್ಕೋ, ನಿನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ಕತ್ನಿ, ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು.
Angry and shocked, Lingarajamma immediately shouted for help. Siddharaju panicked. He fell at her feet and apologized. He pleaded with her not to tell anyone about this and fled from the spot. This is not the first time that the accused has harassed someone. There have been many more incidents. This episode has stunned Lingarajamma and her family. It has been 4 days since the incident took place and a complaint was registered in the police station. Despite this, the police have not taken any action.
ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅಮಾಯಕರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಯಾರು ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸುತ್ತೂರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬದನಾಳ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು 4 ದಿನ ಆದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇವರು ಯಾರು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಧರಣಿ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ.
The family has decided to protest in front of Siddaramaya's house in Mysore. It is unfortunate that a people's representative in Namma CM's district has no protection against such crimes. Ram, News 9, Mysore.